Scott Lee, thanks so
Johnny,
much for joining us. What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm good, man. Happy Sunday. Happy
Happy
Sunday.
Sunday to you. Welcome back to America.
Woo, I just flew in like 5 a.m. this morning, and now I'm at
It's
church.
now
I'm
you're where?
taking a little break right now just to do this because it's important to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the film already is number two on Netflix worldwide, and I'm from my relationship with you and how long we've known each other,
Wow.
this is such a monumental moment, not only for you as an actor, but also just for our community and our people. So, for those who don't know about anything about the film, just let's do a quick log line of what The Tourist Guide to Love is.
Tourist Guide to Love is about a girl that goes through a breakup. She doesn't cut her hair, and then she takes a leap of faith and she takes on this job overseas in Vietnam. And she's an undercover tourist, and she works for a tourista. And she's doing intel on this small touring company in Vietnam called Saigon Silver Star. And I'm the tour guide there. Along the way, we may or may not fall in love. We may or may not get into some problems. And, I guess the rest of you just got to find out. That's it's
So for
win 5 a.m. I mean, what can I say? All right.
So, so Scott, question for you is, I heard in one of your previous interview, you mentioned that prior to Tourist Guide to Love being booked there, acting was kind of not the primary focus, right? During that time, it was kind of on the side passenger seat. So can you expand on that? What were you balancing a few different things? Were opportunities just not coming? And then,
Yeah.
so take me through that.
I mean, if you've been an actor or you've been acting for a while, you know that unless it's just like you hit real big, real fast. Acting is a tough gig. You gotta have grit. You gotta have that determination. You gotta find a part-time job and all that stuff. So, I mean, I've been doing it for a while, like maybe over 15 years, right? Over 15 years, close to 20 years. And it's always been kind of like an up and down journey, but you focus and you always really believe. So I think within the last 3, maybe 4 years, I really started focusing on my personal training my clients, focus on my kids and the family life. So I started managing at a gym like 3 years ago, and I just started focusing on that. But I used auditions on the side still, but I was like, hey man, I'm able to finally help out, contribute to the family, and I was like, hey, let's focus on myself and bring good energy wherever I go. Just bring good energy and then positive energy. And so I kind of put acting on the side a little bit, but I never put it away because it's something that I love to do and I've been doing it for a while.
That's for sure, man.
I,
I've known you for a while.
even though I put it on the side for my family, I knew it was, it's something that if I was to be able to get the opportunity, I would jump at it because I know that, we live in a place where like sky's the limit, man, and you just need that one opportunity. So then the Tourist Guide to Love came. I for it. Boom, bam. Here I am.
So okay, I want to ask you your previous knowledge of Rachel Leigh Cook. So I grew up during the era where She's All That was such a instrumental part of actually that whole rom-com, because rom-com was such a big deal back in the day. So were you familiar with who she was when you saw her name on the list as a producer as well as the actress?
Yeah. I mean, I think like anyone who's in the 30s and 40s, any dude had a crush on her, right? I think like at that time frame. But yeah, I knew who she was. But, for me, like the way my mindset has been flipped the last 3 years, like no one's better than me and I'm better than no one. You know what I mean? Like we're all equals. And so it doesn't faze me. And I knew about her. And when I met her, when I zoomed with her for the first time, she was just so like humble, so nice. And I could feel that positive energy, like exuding through the computer, man. And that's what I've been trying to do, just focus on positive energy. And when you focus on positive energy so much, when you smell shit, you know it's shit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because it's so like you only get the good stuff. You put out good stuff, you can sense good energy in return. You become like you're a magnet. Everything is lead. It starts coming towards you, you know. And so I knew who she was, and you know she was a beautiful person inside and out.
What was it like working? What was your favorite part actually working alongside her on the actress side as well as being the main producer on this project?
Yeah. So she was a producer. She was, I think, she helped kind of like fix up the writing too at the same time, you know. And then she started it. But what was the best part? I think just watching her, you know. Like I think like on every set I take on, like I find who like the I guess either the main actor or who's the good actor. Sometimes the main actor isn't the best actor on set. So I like watching and seeing how they are, you know, and seeing how they are, like how they carry themselves, how they treat all the people, the people on set, not just the director, but the people on set, you know, the background actors and everything, you know, and that's what I watch. And you know, what I saw with her was she has the same kind of like way I have. She treats everyone the same. It doesn't matter if you know your background. It doesn't matter if you're whoever. You know what I mean? She's humble and she's nice, and so you know that's what I like working with her. I was like, okay, here's someone that I could really kind of like spend time with and not be annoyed with them.
I want to give a quick shout out to the screenwriter, Irene. Irene, right? I'm sorry.
Irene?
Yeah. So I know this story was heavily inspired by her own personal experience of
Yeah.
she made a trip back to Vietnam, and I believe she met, correct me if I'm wrong, she met her husband in Vietnam,
Yeah.
right? And that's kind of the framework of what this film's about. So I want to ask you this question because I know we've shared this before, but being Vietnamese and being that this film is based in Vietnam, I guess to show off Vietnam, what does that mean to what does being Vietnamese and mean to you and being involved with this project?
Dude, it means the world to me, man. I mean, like, you know, 79, my family left house and home, business and all. Like, got on a boat with my three siblings to you know to search for freedom. You know what I mean? To kind of find, like, do something. Had the courage to do something. Like they just knew they could do something. They were searching for something better. And you know, 7 days out in the ocean. You know, things happening. We all know that story. You know what I mean? If you're you big hut. You know, and then they finally get to America. I was born in America, and you know what I say, Johnny? I say Vietnamese people, the Viet here, are aqua people.
Aqua people.
We
Okay, you got
come,
to expand on that.
we come from the water. We come from the ocean, man.
Right.
Bro, we come from the ocean.
Right.
Half the people are still in the ocean, bro. You know, you think about it. I'm a
That's a
descendant.
fact, though.
I'm a
That's
descendant of the aqua people. That's how I think about it. You know, it's crazy. But, you know, and then here I am, like, being raised. You know, I was born in Houston. And then I come over here to California at, like, early age. You know, just live a regular life. You know, I'm blessed. And then get to kind of become an actor. Like, fuck, right? Be an actor, dude. And then here I am. Get this opportunity to go back to Vietnam. I'm not going back by boat. I'm not going because I'm running from something. I'm going back on an airplane, business class, baby.
That's right, brother.
To shoot a movie, to kind of bring the people of Vietnam up, to do something that I love to do. And it's a blessing. And I tell my mom, like, I see the smile on her face, man. My dad doesn't smile much, but I could feel him, you know what I mean? And it's like, this is why they did it, man. This is why they did it. And I'm like, finally, I get to kind of like, you know, I always was like, hey, man, you know, as long as I'm a good person, I'll make them proud. But this is like a little icing on the cake, you know what I mean?
So for there's a lot of Vietnamese Americans that were born here that have not had the opportunity to go back to Vietnam for whatever reason. There's been some personal reasons and so forth. So you've been there now how many times?
I've been there for the shoot. It was 2.5, close to 3 months, but 2.5 months, I think. And then I just came back from Vietnam like this morning. So just 2 times. I've never been back out of my entire family, right? who left Vietnam. I'm the only one here, and I'm the only one that has been back. And so I'm gonna fucking save up my money, gather my money, and buy them all a trip. Let's go to Vietnam and let's enjoy, this beautiful place with beautiful people, and the culture there is amazing and it's electrifying, man. When I go there, I feel the roots. I feel my ancestors in the soil. It's great, man.
So, I want to talk about the Saigon premiere because my partner was there. So shout out to Kyle Wynn and also the one of the artists who song was featured. The song is called GPS. The scene was when you just took Rachel to her hotel room to kind of show that all off. So thank you for getting Big Q the invite. But what was the reception from the Vietnamese community and also and Netflix Vietnam and working with all these different influencers and vloggers? And shout out to actually Pokemon, who I think is a phenomenal vlogger and
Boy,
travel vlogger there.
he is my boy. We were about to go grapple, but then he got caught up in shooting a video about food and shit. So
Yeah.
he texted me there. He was like, "Sorry about that." I was like, "No, don't worry about it." Man, they roll out the red carpet, man. Vietnam is like, right now it's like, for the last like I think 5-10 years or something. I hear, oh, it's coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up. I really feel like, now is the time we have to band together, make movies, and like A Tourist Guide to Love right now is second place, like number 2 on Netflix. Like we need it. It was right there. Oh snap! We need to make it number 1, like on Netflix. No, number 1 make it in the world. Make it number 1 in the world. A Vietnamese movie with Vietnamese characters shot in Vietnam, the number 1. And I said this. I posted a video because I know Netflix. I spoke to them. I know there's these creators that are already having these stories ready to go. We need to band together, show them, hey, Vietnam is like the Koreans, man. They got K-pop, they got all this. They band together and they bring them. I'm married with a Korean. I know this stuff. They band together and they bring themselves up. Us we have to do that. Just each other, spread the word, watch it. Tell members to watch it. Tell your friends to watch it. We can have the number 1 movie on Netflix, man. The number 1 movie in the world. And I'm just a vessel, dude. I've been doing this. I'm 42 years old. I've been doing this, brother. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm just a vessel. I'm gonna put my 1 brick on the foundation, and I'm gonna be gone one day. And then the people can do whatever they want to do. Vietnam doesn't have to be about the war anymore. Movies could be about love, could be about family, could be about travel. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be about the war anymore in Vietnam. And there's a whole bunch of youngsters out there, and the crew out there is amazing.
I think the significance for me personally, man, if I could speak to that, is to making a film where it shows the beauty of the country where my family's from and where my heritage is. It's extremely important, and it moves beyond just that. When you think about Vietnam, it's always synonymous with the war. So finally, a movie that does not even mention the war, and it actually shows
bro.
even deeper.
Look, it does mention. I say one line. I say the only thing connected to it is that I say, hey, Vietnam's more than just about the war. That's the only thing that is connected to it. And it's like turning it away from
It's
it
turning
even more.
away from it.
Yeah.
But it also showing the beauty about the country, right? And the culture and some of our rich traditions, which being born and raised in America, there's a lot of things that I'm not fully privy to or really understood. Like now even the significance of that you guys touched on of Lunar New Year, so that was that scene or that moment when you guys went back to the hometown and meet with grandma. I want to speak about grandma real quick because she absolutely, besides you, because you're my boy, but just grandma completely stole the show. So she is a pretty well-known actress back in Vietnam. Is that correct?
Yeah. You know what? Her energy on set is phenomenal, man. She goes in and she goes all out. She's been doing this for a long time, and she still has the love and the passion. And like you talk about, like me, like I'm trying to find the best actor to look at. I mean, I look at her too, and she is confident. She is a woman. She is strong. She is funny as heck, dude.
Funny as hell, man. I mean, for those in the chat that's watched the movie, you guys must have
for us, dude. She's singing for the crew, and then like also like one scene where it's like where we're saying goodbye, and it gets kind of emotional, right? And I look at her, and I'm just looking at her, and she starts, her lips starts trembling a little bit, and a tear falls down her eye, and then I start crying, and we both start crying, and we're hugging each other, and then from hugging her, I look behind her, I see three of the crew members, three dudes, and they're crying, right? And then, but then the director came up, Stephen Toshida was like, "Hey guys, this is beautiful, but we don't want it too sad. You know what I mean? So let's make it where I know, right? Let's make it where it's like we're sad we're leaving, but we're happy that we see each other and we're gonna see each other again. You know what I mean? It's like just, so it's not just so sad. And it was a great adjustment too.
She really felt like you were her grandson. Like I it was absolutely amazing. Like and to another thing to share is that a
This,
lot of the I'm sorry?
you know, this when she pulls my ear.
Yeah, yeah,
Remember that? She
yeah.
improv. She improv. I was standing there, and then suddenly when dude is like, all of a sudden I feel this. Oh man, she pulled hard, and she was like, "Oh, dude, she improv that, and we played with it, and we used it."
But grandma, I think universally, every grandma has that same level of energy, right? And I think because there's a lot of people that's in the chat right now that is from all over the world. So shout out to everybody that's there. But like, you know, the love that she has for her grandson, wanting to find and she being able to identify that, hey, this woman right here has a thing, and all she wants is her grandson to be happy. That's all that. So
Yeah.
I think that act two of the movie really killed it. And I know in the Los Angeles premiere, she got such an amazing reaction. So I want to ask you, you spent a lot of time with her in the movie, but like when you got to see her again in Saigon, what was that like?
It was the same. It's like we never left, dude. Right away, we hugged each other. Um, she was talking to me, cinco out. I'm like, Hanoi. And then she like, we just got off exactly where we left off. And it's like, I look forward to seeing her because it's like, it's literally me coming back home and still getting that same love, it's, I have a thing. Was like, pull my beard, right? And then she goes, no, I only pull, go, and she pulls my ear. And so she had a picture of her pulling my ear and his beard at the same time. So it's just, man, she's such a beautiful person, beautiful heart, and talented. And that's why, like, for me, it's like I'm pushing to kind of like really get this going because I know the possibilities of what Vietnam has, man. We could do so many movies there, and I know, like I said, I know Netflix is down. I know Netflix is down, and we could just do so much there. And I feel like I don't even know how it's gonna happen. I just know that I need to be a part of like pushing, and then everyone could go for it. You know what I mean? The Vietnamese directors, Vietnamese actors, whatever. This is just my thing right now. I let me put some energy, charge it up a little bit, and I'll walk away into this fucking sunset.
I want to shift the attention right back to you because I want to talk about a scene that I, as your friend, am extremely proud about because I know you worked so hard on it. It's the beach scene in Da Nang where literally, bro, it,
Yeah.
you walked out. It was a slow mo of you coming out of the water, right? Aquaman moment, Jason Momoa moment, right? What was that?
Like I said, upward people from the water, right?
Aqua people. So when you hit it on the dot about explaining to us and saying that earlier, it really resonated. But like, let's talk about why. I mean, you looked amazing in that shot, bro. And I know you. So take us through preparation of getting that six pack, man, and also like, just you knew that scene was about to come up, man, and now it's being marketed all over Netflix as well. I just kind of plugged it on our story, but take us through the preparation for that scene.
I really want to get this in. So it was 4 months of training. Prior to even getting the green light for even knowing about Tourist Guide to Love, a month into it, I think it was like, I can't remember. It was a month, and I made that change. I was like, hey man, I'm 42 years old. I'm the fitness manager of a gym. I have two daughters. I need to get in better shape. I know I want it. So I started doing a little bit. I flipped the switch. My mind started telling my body, hey, my mind started telling my brain, hey, make these adjustments. And then my brain started telling my body started to move. So I was 222 and 22 pounds. I went down like 215-ish, and it was slow. The sprint, right? I read the script, and then I see that scene, and then I'm like, oh, okay, that'll be a great scene for somebody, right? Or me, right? And then all of a sudden, later on, I book it, right? They say, so now I'm thinking, how can I do, how can I bring in what I do well is training. I've always trained into this scene where it's gonna uplift, like make Asian men look fucking like the shit, like you know what I mean, like lit, like warriors, man. And so I was like, okay, start training even harder. So 4 months I went pretty much carb free, sugar free, no fruit, no nothing. I just went grilled chicken, egg whites, boiled eggs, uh, spinach, asparagus. I'm missing something else. Oh, canned tuna.
Can't
For 4 months,
tuna.
straight up, like straight up. I trained so hard. I hired Mr. Taiwan, an old school guy from he's legit. He was one of the guys I hired because I was the manager there. So, but I hired him as my trainer. I had two other friends that were competitors. One, her name was Faith. She's a competitor. She's an amazing person. And then Debbie, another amazing person who competes. And I would just ask. I'll pick their brain, dude. Ask questions like crazy. So for 4 months, that's what I did, man. I trained like crazy. You know, I'm talking about like there was no two people. Guaranteed, there was no two people that did more reps or sets than me in the gym at 1 hour within that hour. Maybe not even three. You know, it was that crazy. I just nonstop. I mean, and I in my mind, I'm doing it for everybody. My family, my friends, the people before me. You know, my ancestors. The way I was training, I was just like possessed, dude, to make it happen.
That's the reason why I want to take a moment to acknowledge that, because I knew the pressure that you probably felt for that particular scene. You know, this film was going to be also broadcasted worldwide. So one of the things that I feel is one of my favorite parts of going to Vietnam is actually enjoying the food. And we talked about this, and you being in Vietnam with so many amazing food, you stayed so disciplined on your diet,
Yeah.
just to make sure that you represent it. So it wasn't just about like, you know, looking good, but you did it because you know how many eyeballs were going to be on this and representing Asians, Vietnamese. We oftentimes don't get to showcase that part of being framed as that. So thank you, brother, for the hard work and determination
Yeah, no,
that you did.
like so. You know, I was like 220 something, right? So by the time we shot that beach scene, I was 169. I lost 50 pounds for it, and then after that beach scene, I did it, and then the next day, that night, I ate, and then as I was eating, my voice, a voice in my, not even in my brain, a voice was like, "What are you doing?" By the time I got into my hotel room, I laid down, and my mind said, "Gas, we ain't done yet." So I went back to my diet. I finished that project. Then I started eating.
Got it. So I want to shift gears a little bit more to let the audience know more about you as an actor. So um, uh, prior to going to you were in Southeast Asia already for a project. We're not going to talk about the names because I know they're still going through it. But take us through what you were just in Thailand. Like, what was Thailand like actually
Thailand was
for you?
it was beautiful. The production I was with were great actors, great Vietnamese actors, great crew, great producers, beautiful people in Thailand, man. Beautiful people. I one of the reasons why I also wanted to go to Thailand, which was perfect, was to find the next big star MMA fighter.
Yeah,
Like I wanted to find the next big female MMA fighter because I wrote a script and I'm going to shoot it in 2025, maybe 26, and the lead is a female fighter. You know, we got these MMA fighters movies that's always about a dude, a dude, a dude. This is about a female fighter making it. You know what I mean? A female fighter. And so I found her, man. I found her.
dude, I know about this project, so to know that you found the star, I'm excited to hear more. Because which leads me, actually, that was gonna be my next question. What's next, man? I mean, you got projects down the pipe. There was also that cool FBI guest that you did that I thought you did an incredible job on that particular project. So man, it seems like this acting, these opportunities are really rolling in. Do does this look like this is going to be the primary focus right now? Is
It's
fully no longer in the back seat, but going to be the primary driver's seat?
yeah, it's always gonna be on the backseat because I got so many kids. No, just kidding. No. When I look at that review, I was like, that's you, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. But it's kind of like the main thing right now because I feel like once you got rhythm, yeah, you turn that back on. Turn that, find it, have it go to number one, please. Once you got this rhythm and you got like the people, you pull in the people, and the people follow you, and people believe in you, and you believe in yourself, and you truly believe in yourself. You just keep going, man. You just keep going and go as far as you can. I have, so right now I'm doing press. I just finished press for A Tourist Guide to Love. There's probably gonna be some more stuff going on with A Tourist Guide to Love and Netflix. Then I have 2025, 24. The other projects coming out that I did in Thailand, and I'm probably gonna be like helping with that. I mean, doing press with that, which is really cool. And then I got my own project, the MMA project, the female project, MMA. But I also, man, my eye is set and locked and glued on 26, 27. I'm gonna do DC or Marvel. I don't know which one, but I see it. I see it, man.
You
It's gonna be
see, you said with Marvel,
Mar-
Marvel Studios.
Marvel or DC. Marvel or DC is
I
one of those. It's a superhero thing. I'm
I
telling
I, I
you. I
think
see it
so.
happening.
I see you fit that, bro. I see you fit that. So you know what? There's what I'm noticing in the chat. There was a lot of people from various different parts of the world. So so your reach for people that are getting to know you, it's just starting and it's coming in everywhere. It's not just Vietnam. I saw a lot of Spanish countries that were Latin countries that were in the chat. So continue to keep showing love to Scott, guys. He's just getting started. You see the
Wow.
slate of projects that's going to be coming out. Follow his Instagram if you haven't. Let's make this film number one. It would, it's a phenomenal, very lighthearted, but beautifully shot film.
Beautiful.
And yeah, man, I'm extremely, from on a personal note, I'm extremely proud, and I talk about this film to my friends and family and on my platform, brother.
Yeah.
I couldn't be any more proud of you, man.
And I'm putting this out too, like the success that I want. It's like I want to whatever I pull in, I want to give back, and I already have like two main things that I want to do in Vietnam, and there's a lot of things that like other things too, but like just like one thing is just like giving back to the communities and the families of Vietnam, and like I don't know how it happened, but it happened, man. I was speaking to someone, the head of Netflix, and I told him, hey, I want to make a clothing line that, hey, my mom and dad sold my dough, my dough, out, back out, and I'm saying, back out, and I'm saying, I was like, I want to make a clothing line that like 50 to 60, I don't even know the numbers, 50 to 60% of profits go to the people who make it in Vietnam. And I'm like, and then she said, hey, I'm going to introduce you to someone tomorrow after the screening. Then I get introduced to this other person, this huge entrepreneur. She's laying down all these facts on me and all these numbers. I'm like, damn, this contact, this contact, this contact. And I was like, okay, you know what I mean? The seed's slowly happening. And so now I understand, okay, there's more to it. Now, so I'm learning how to do that because I want to be able to do that, do the acting stuff, all that stuff, and be able to, whatever success or um, umbrella I have, I could pull in people to be like, hey, this product, it's about the people. You know what I mean? The profits goes back to the
Yeah,
people, and good cause, and it's a good clothing line. And so what you're doing is a positive thing. You know what I mean? And get all my friends to jump on the boat. With this, and then yeah, that's just something that I want to do, and then also with the orphanages too. So in
that's
Vietnam.
amazing, man. All right, brother. Well, that's all I have for you today, man. Everybody, I just want to say it one more time. A Tourist Guide to Love is out now on Netflix worldwide. Let's make this film number one, and let's continue to keep supporting this film because so that Scott will get be able to
Give.
stay in this
Whoa,
acting game and keep doing what he
I'm on.
does, man.
I'm gonna leave my brick on the foundation and walk away right away in the sunset in my minivan right now and shit. But you know, or future truck. I'm gonna get a nice ass truck. But yeah. So just leaving one brick in the foundation, and then you know what I mean, be on with it, and you know, just be happy that you know I have a blessed life.
Awesome, brother. You have a great rest of your Sunday. I really appreciate you spending some time with us here on VQ Media.
Thank you guys.
And yeah, man, have a great day, brother.
Bye
Thank you
guys.
everybody for tuning in.